Another space that I think is dangerous is the clashing of doctrines. So my time in the Reformed Baptist space, and I love my brothers and sisters in that space, I always have to give that disclaimer. But the tricky thing that happened for me was, as I began to buy into the idea that Jesus did not die for everyone without exception. So that rewiring of the way I was processing the crucifixion, the resurrection, only being for a select few, caused me to live in such a way to always be affirming that I am one of those elect. Not only that, it was this other idea of God creating some people for judgment, just to glorify his wrath, because that's just what God is really into, glorifying his wrath. So if you're in that headspace like I was, a thinking Christian who was informed by these ideas, and I really want to show God that I'm serving him and that I'm for him, but because these ideas are clashing with justification by faith alone, the assurance that I have on the one hand is being snatched and robbed from me, because I'm also thinking that in the middle of these competing doctrines stands myself as the one who has to affirm and prove that I am really trusting God, that I am really living for him, that I am going dramatic and extreme extents to prove to God that I love him. I remember one time, I was young, I was really trying to show God I was serious about purity, and I was sitting in my house, and I said, God, I would not fall into sin tonight. I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna sleep outside to show you that I am for you. And I did that, and I slept outside in my car the whole entire night, hoping that God would see the sincerity of my faith, to which it was just an annoying night of people knocking on my window, drug dealers and crack addicts, and they thought I was the dope man. I said, I'm not the dope man, I'm fighting sin. Yeah, I don't know who's on the worst drug, you or me.